In this video, I'm going to show you how quickly and easily you can create a custom sales page with FlexSqueeze. The page you're looking at now is the default installation of FlexSqueeze. We're going to switch over to WordPress, add a new page. We're going to choose one of the sales page templates, in this case the Santa Fe sales page. Now we're going to go over to FlexSqueeze.com, and this is the page that we're going to install. And I'm just going to copy the Get You Started code, go back into WordPress, make sure your editor is in HTML mode, and just click the cursor in the window, and I'm doing a Control V. I'm just pasting the content that I just copied off of FlexSqueeze.com. We're going to publish the page, go back into our site and refresh. Here's our page link up in the navigation, and now you can see our new page that we just created. Now if you want to switch between sales page templates, simply choose a new one, update, I'll refresh, and this is the carbon fiber sales page design. Switch to a different one, refresh, and here's another one of the built-in sales pages. And that's how easy it is to create a custom sales page using FlexSqueeze. One of the great things about FlexSqueeze is how quickly you can create a custom site in WordPress. This is the default installation after you activate the theme. I'm going to show you how quickly you can use the quick change settings to change the complete appearance of your site. Now you'll notice there's a 1, a 2, and a 3 on the quick change settings. Number 1 is your color schemes, number 2 is your designs, and number 3 is your layout structure. And you can change each of these independent of the others. So let me show you what I mean. Under the color schemes, you can click on any of these thumbnails to get a larger preview, and that will set the option that you clicked on up here in the drop-down menu, or you can just select directly from the drop-down menu. I'm going to save that and do a refresh on the site, and you'll see the color scheme change. And let's change this again. Save it and refresh, and there's the other color scheme. And last but not least, let's pick one more. Let's do a black and white, kind of a minimalist look to it. Refresh, and there's that color scheme. Now let's go back to the blue color scheme, and I'm going to show you some of the different designs that you can apply to your site. Now here's design 1. Design 8 is actually the default. So there's design 1. You have a full width navigation, you have a full width header, and your feature area and your content areas are kind of separated from each other, and they have some rounded corners applied. And let's try design 4, see what that looks like. Refresh. There's design 4. You can see it now has a background image, gradient in the background. The navigation's been moved below the feature area, and the header is still a full width header. And let's do one more. Let's do design 7. Apply that and refresh, and there's 7. So you can see now we do not have full width header or navigation, but we do have a transparent feature area. And you'll also see that the background behind the sidebar and the content areas has been removed, so they're actually sitting directly on the background now. Okay, let's switch that back to design 1, and switch the color scheme again. Do a refresh. Okay, there we go. Now section 3 on this page is the layout structure. And you'll notice by default it has a right sidebar, it has two sub sidebars, and by changing the layout structure to some of these different options, you can change the layout of your site. So if you notice now we have a little bit wider site. We actually increased it by about 60 pixels, and we now have a left sidebar and a right sidebar, and those are both widget ready areas. If you are a fan of just having a left sidebar, we can do that as well. Refresh. Now we only have a left sidebar. And once you set any of these options, you can go in and fine-tune the settings within the theme options. So if you wanted this to be wider or narrower, you can change that by changing any of these other theme options. So those are the changes that you can make under the quick change settings. And so just changing these three options, you can get a very large variety of different site looks. Thanks for watching.